gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cat Nation Live. Cat Nation Live, welcome. It looked like a shadow for a second. I was like, damn, I got the light shadow. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It is your Tuesday basketball edition. Don't mind me, just getting back from the golf course. Jesus, what's going on? Chat is quiet today. Where is everybody? Did YouTube send out notifications? I'm going to assume no, with 11 people here already. I know my phone didn't go off, and I usually get notifications when it goes out. There's some people tuning in. Ronald, my brother from another mother, what's going on? LaShawn, average card collector. What is going on? We got some big winners from yesterday. You got one? Good deal. Good deal. Randall, what's going on, man? How are you? What is going on? Everything is slow on my end over here. Computer's lagging. College hoops today. I had one bank account get shut down because of all the suspicious Zells that I've received and sent. I just literally spent the last hour on the phone with one of my banks. And now I'm waiting for their fraud department to call, which will happen here shortly. Randall, the Chase anytime touchdown yesterday. That was a good one, huh? That was good. We had that yesterday. That yesterday in the daily free play. There's the big winner. Mr. Grover himself sent me a text message, said, I think I'm going to stop betting on sports and just do these pools. Nick, what's going on, man? That was a nice one yesterday for everybody. We also had that one yesterday during the live show. And I think everything we touched on the live show yesterday was gold. Brown anytime touchdown. Jamar Chase anytime touchdown, his yardage. Rico's rush yardage. First quarter over 9.5. I mean, we were all over them yesterday. And somehow the game still stayed under. I actually feel bad for the Cowboys yesterday. Blocked the punt. They're getting the ball back. They blocked the punt with 2 minutes to go. And fucking Dingledorf touches it. Man, oh man, oh man. You guys like it? We finally got the switch back in. Hopefully Chad shows up because I don't know if he got the Zell or not for yesterday's pool, but if not, I'll send it to him. Ronald, everybody won twice yesterday. If you won twice yesterday. Lucky sons of a guns. With it landing on 7, there were some big pool winners yesterday. Big soccer game going down tomorrow from the company. Chad, question for you. Did you receive, by the way, congratulations to you, Tom, and LaShawn, our big 7 winners yesterday. Chad, did you get the Zell? Because I'm not sure if you did or not, but if you just jumped into the chat, I had a bank shut down yesterday due to my suspicious transactions with you. So they're like, who's Chad? Do you know him personally? Did you give out your banking information? And they wanted to know everything. And I'm like, yeah, we work together under the same group. We're buying Christmas presents and, for employees that work underneath us. So waiting for Mid-First Bank to call me shortly, and that way they have to do a phone verification. But yeah, I have one account. One bank has 3 accounts there. They've all been frozen until I verify these suspicious Zelle transactions. They're like, yeah, you have an abnormal amount all of a sudden. I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas time. You know, I got guys buying gifts, and I said I'd pay for them. I'd pay for my half, and, you know, and then they'd buy for somebody else, so they'd send me money back, and I'd send them money back because they'd get for somebody else. So, you know, we're just trying to keep it even. So, yeah, it's probably a good thing we don't have any football for 2 days. That way the Zelle transactions and the suspiciousness of them can tone down just a little bit. But if you are paying by Zelle, it's still okay. They won't shut that off, you know? But yeah, it's been a pain in the butt. Where's crypto and tokens at? I've got a big question for him. Chad, did you happen to get it more than once? Did you happen to get it more than once by chance? Did you get multiple yesterday? I can't log in and look at anything. They literally shut my online access down. They literally just zipped me. Oh, we could definitely do it in any sport. We could definitely do it in basketball and all that, but we definitely can do it at any sport. No? Okay. But you did get the 250 from yesterday? Because it kept telling me it was not going through. And then I see it on this account pending. From the, like you said, from the different one, I see it pending now on this account. The one that I can log into, my main one. Which, it's just weird. Nick, they blacklisted you? White Elephant game? I did. I said it's Christmas gifts, and, you know, the lady was like, oh, you're very generous. I'm like, yeah, you know, we take care of everybody that works, you know, underneath us, and we're very generous here. Are you looking for a job? You're doing great at customer service. You know, I was trying to sweet talk her, but literally, like, okay, so you're good then, right? Or you got an extra one? They're like, yeah, very generous white Christmas gifts. Yeah, well, we take care of our people here. We take care of our people here. I know there was a question about the soccer game of the year. So I don't have anything to do with the soccer for what the soccer guys put out. But I was told it will be on the website at approximately 8 or 8:30 Eastern time. So in about an hour. When they say that, give them an extra hour. So by 9:30 Eastern, you'll see it on the website. And they will definitely email and say it's posted online. Mauricio, you didn't get any? I didn't get it. I mean, I only got receiving and I sent them out. That's for sure. Thank you, Chad. Um, yeah, Mauricio, I'm not collecting at all. I am not one that's collecting at all, that's for sure. Hey, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. I do apologize for that one. I had somebody on my ring cam at home, and I got sold. I got sold by a salesman. Young kid comes in, wants to clean every window, garage door, the whole works. Don't pay him until I'm happy. And it was a really fucking good deal. And I literally just let him know. I was like, by the way, I'm in sales for a living, but great sales pitch. So I'm in. So... I'm racing. If somebody else takes over, we could win, right? I think it's going to end up going on the website. That way we'll just make it easy. And then I'm just sending Zells and not receiving. Either way, it don't really matter. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. All right, so... Zell is at the... Ronald, you heard the ring. Zell's at the door, right? No, that was a young college kid. He had a great sales pitch. In fact, obviously, I think my ring should have recorded it, so maybe I'll bring it in tomorrow, or I'll download it tomorrow and play it. It was a fucking good sales pitch. I almost didn't answer it because I knew... I figured it's what it was because all my neighbors are doing it. I don't want to be the one neighbor that didn't, but his sales pitch was really good. By the way, played golf today. Played absolutely horrendously horrible on the front, great on the back. Shot a 51-42. Ooh. Made a little cash, though. The doc did not play, though. Nothing is better than this. Oh, this guy? Oh, did I? I took it off. I had it on here. That was a great one. I mean, I saw it on my phone, but that was definitely the guy that couldn't count for shit. Oh, man, where is that at? We need to... It's like the Jets video. Man, I get into some predicaments with people, huh? The taxi cab confession video. The guy who can't count my money. By the way, where's my crypto guys at? Where's our crypto specialist in the live chat? That's what I want to know. Where is our crypto guys at in the live chat? Because I've got a question. And it probably already went back down, but let me check. It's so volatile. So I'm on TikTok last night and I come across some guy's feed and he just created a token on pump.me. And obviously I know it's like a rug and I know it's a pump and dump. And it's for that, healthcare shooter, right? And I don't want to say names so YouTube doesn't ban us or block us or anything like that. But it was like DDD, deny, depose, defend is the name of the token. And so I'm watching his live feed, and it's like super low, like 0.0002 something, right? And what's up, Titus, man? And I don't even know how to use it. I'm like, all right, where do I buy this shit at? And he's like, oh, you got to get a Phantom wallet, or you could buy it on this. But if you have the App Store, Apple or Android, you buy it on a Phantom wallet. You got to buy like Solana or something, and you got to convert it. So I'm like, all right. So I download the Phantom wallet. Log in, create a MoonPay account, Apple Pay it, buy $1,000 in Solana, transfer it. I lose like $100 in flipping fees, and then I got like 69 million of these deny, depose, defend meme tokens, right? 69 million of them. And instantly, like 3 minutes later, as soon as I buy it or transfer it, 3 minutes later, I went from like 900 to 1,400. I'm like, oh, we're on the right track. And I'm like, man, I just got to get it to go to like 2 cents. We make like a $1.3 million, right? And I'm like, I could pay off the house. And I go to bed. It's at like 2,200. And I went to bed at like 1:45 in the morning. Right around there is when I finally put my phone down. And I had a dream. that it went to 50. My $1,000 value went to 5,400. Well, it wasn't a dream. I Thought it was. But when I woke up and I started looking at, the little chart for it, and I'm like, mother effer. Like, it had a peak. And I'm like, damn, it did. My value went to like 57 or 62, actually like $6,200 at one point. And it's like if one person sells, it starts fucking dropping. And then a couple people buy and it starts fucking skyrocketing. But when I bought it, I looked at it, and there was another one very comparable, same thing. But on day 3, it shot up to 6 cents. From nothing to 6 fucking cents. And I was like, that's fucking huge. And I'm like, all right, I've wasted $1,000 on way worse. I mean, I'm going to bet $1,000 on Gentry to win the Heisman either tonight or tomorrow. It pays $11,000. So like, it's probably a waste. With Travis Hunter being minus 4,000 now, it's probably a waste. But you guys know, I've wasted more money on fun money fucking 10-team parlays for $2,000 than I could put $1,000 into crypto. And if I lost it, I lost it. Literally, before we went live, it was back down to $1,012. And I was like, damn, I lost it all. And then 2 minutes later, it's at 3,500. And then 10 minutes after that, it was back into the 6,000s. And I was like, this shit is fucking great. And like, maybe it's going to go. And like, look, I just showed it at 3,300. Now it's at 3,900. And I bought in for 1,000. This shit is so volatile that it's crazy. Any of you guys ever have any experience with buying these little meme tokens on pump.me? Like, I don't even know what this shit was. It's got to get vested or whatever they call it, and then it gets put on the main website, and it only has a total supply of 1 billion. And I own 69 million of them. And it shows you right there, there's 510 people that have it. And so like, and then I just tried to, like literally before the live, I tried to double my stake. And I tried transferring Solano to it, and it wouldn't let me transfer because I've got a little bit of Solano, and I mean, I got a little bit of everything, but I tried transferring from one of my wallets to there, and my other wallet's not letting me transfer at the moment because nothing's ever working. So I was trying to double my stake in it, which I wish I would have because it's tripled in the last 37 minutes. It's tripled. But yeah, I literally watched it go from back to my 1,000 to 2,000 to 3 to 6, and then now it's like low 3s, and now it's back to high 3s. It's crazy. I didn't know if anybody in here had any experience with it because I don't. I don't even know what it is. All I know is I did it late last night, and I'm kind of hoping it works out to the point where you guys don't fucking see me tomorrow. Actually, you probably won't see me tomorrow. Tomorrow is a scheduled day off from the live show. Normal games will be put out in the morning just like normal. But as of right now, I do not have a scheduled live show. My daughter gets out of school at 1. At 1:30, she's got a golf lesson. I got to get a haircut. We got to get a fresh high and tight. We got to have some, some upkeep. So no live show tomorrow, but we will resume on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Well, 6 Eastern time. Brian, what's going on, man? What's good, man? You just got on tomorrow's soccer game of the year. Titus, what's going on? All right. Post up in the live chat if you're here. By the way, you know the thing that we started the other day of members of you guys? Ronald started it. Ronald was literally paying. A paying customer was paying for you to give away packages to you guys. Jesus just did it as well. It's going to be up to him how and when we give it away. But he did a soccer game of the year for somebody. So once he lets me know, we will give it away. We'll see. Which is awesome. Renault started it, and he wanted other people to participate and do it. Jesus has done it. Manuel has done it. Richard, what's going on, man? All right, let's pull up some live odds and all the stats. We can start talking about college hoops because we've got a good college hoop schedule today. I guess I got to log in. If it'll let me save my password today. Yeah, we're hitting the save button today. We're hitting the save button today. Nothing wanted to work last night. When I came back in here and filmed last night for the daily free play video, nothing wanted to work. Literally nothing. We couldn't log on to the internet. I couldn't get anything to work. Somehow, it's working. It is working. I like Michigan today. I like Michigan today. Pop everything up. We'll start breaking down some college hoops. I am excited for tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's going to be fun with that big soccer game. The whole week schedule's looking pretty damn good. Here's how the week schedule's looking. We've got the soccer game of the week, soccer game of the year from the Soccer Guys tomorrow. On Thursday is my guaranteed game of the week. On Friday is a game of the month from the FC group, I believe. I got in late because I golfed. I haven't talked to anybody. But I'll find out. Saturday is not only guaranteed Saturday, but there's also the regular soccer guaranteed game of the week is on Saturday. And then Sunday, the flagship Sunday NFL guarantee play, which just keeps winning and winning and winning. There is an NHL one, but I did not get to talk to him, so I do not know what day it is, but I will find out for everybody. I will find out. And let everybody know. Tennessee up 5-0 to start. It's a little warm in here. Get these TVs going in the front. A lot of soccer today. A lot of soccer tomorrow, too. Mauricio said, made some money back. The Cap Nation's Brinks truck up. By the way, with the $10 a day going away package, with that $10 a day package going away, we're not done trying for it, okay? Jay has been pestering, and we have been trying and lobbying to get it to come back. No word yet, although I did get a text while golfing that said, looking optimistic. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we could bring that back to you guys, because I know you loved. It may not be until next week or whatever the case may be, but it may not even happen. But we're not done trying. We're not done trying, all right? All right, so we are going to take a look at a couple games to start. Log back into FanDuel here, get our live odds, and then we'll jump into the games. The first game that we're going to take a look at, Rhode Island against Brown. Little sleeper of a game. This is a 7 p.m. Eastern time game. Pizzatola Sports Center. When you look at Brown, any home court advantage? No. It's, got a home court ranking advantage score of 1.9. If there's going to be an advantage for home court, I'd say 1 point just because Rhode Island is on the road. The Rams are on the road. They have not played an actual road game this year. They are 9-0. The Rhode Island Rams, Archie Miller's team, they're 9-0. Okay? They have 2 neutral site games. Not only did they beat Detroit Mercy 81-75 back on the 27th. What was that? The day before Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving Day, they beat University of Texas Arlington in a neutral site game by 5 in a high-scoring game, 83-78. They've also got wins over Fairfield, Holy Cross, Franklin, Pierce, Lafayette, Charleston, Yale, and Providence. They actually beat Providence by 6 at home. They are 9-0. This is not a conference game for the Atlantic 10 Conference team. Going up against Brown, little Ivy League school. They're 6-3. They didn't start out so swell. They dropped 3 out of their first 4, losing the first 2 to Siena and Maine. That first one against Siena was an overtime loss by 1. They lost by Maine by 2. They beat up New Hampshire by 18 points, and then they lost to Holy Cross. Holy Cross, they lost by 8 with wins over Sacred Heart, Canisius, Stony Brook, Vermont, which surprised me because I actually liked Vermont last Tuesday, and they beat up Bryant last week by a whopping 1 point, 76-75. When you start comparing the two teams side by side, and by the way, Brown has been home and away. They've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home games. And like I said, home court advantage, no. They're just 3-2 at home so far in their first 5 games at home. On the road, they have a better rate, winning 75% of the time. Mauricio selling the pool. Nick, what time is the soccer game of the year and how much is it? It is 50, just like any game of the year package. Any game of the year play is 50. The time, I don't know anything about the game, so it won't be like super early. We have Champions League tomorrow, so I'm going to assume it's a 3 p.m. game. I'm just assuming it's a 3 p.m. game. All right, side-by-side comparison. But before we jump into the side-by-side, taking a look at the live odds for this game. I guess it helps if I get off college football, right? And yes, I was serious when I talked about that I'm going to be making a $1,000 wager on Gentry to win the Heisman. I think they give it to him, and I'll tell you guys why later towards the end of the show. Rhode Island laying 3.5 on the road, minus 192 on the money line with a high total of 150.5. But the way these two teams score and their Browns' lack of defense, it can definitely have the case of going over. Rhode Island is a very fast-paced team, averaging 15.8 seconds per possession. Compared to the 17.2 of Brown, Brown definitely slows it down a smidge, a second and a half. Rhode Island's offense, based on adjusted efficiencies, they've got the 86th best offense in all of D1 teams. Shooting from the field, 56.6%. Turning it over a slight 15.6%, which has them in the top 75 in the country at limiting turnovers, whereas Brown is shooting 54.8%. Very efficient shooting team from the field, and turning it over 17.5% of the time, which is right around average. 3-point shooting teams. Both of these two teams can knock down threes. 38.1% for Rhode Island, 36.3% for Brown. But what stands out here is Rhode Island's defense. They have the 4th best defensive numbers at defending a 3. They're holding teams to 25.1% shooting from out deep. All right, all those 2-point plays, down low, 56.4% conversion rate for Rhode Island, 55 for Brown. Very similar. But here is where it gets good. Rhode Island's advantage on the free throw line. They definitely have an edge, shooting just under 72%, which is par for the course, middle of the pack for Division I. Free throw shooting for Brown, just under 65% at 64.8%. Brown relies on that three ball. And this is why I like Rhode Island today. All right. Brown relies on that three ball for 36.6% of their total points. Rhode Island is holding teams to 25.1% shooting from out deep. Now, if Rhode Island's team can't stop Brown shooting from out deep, then Brown should win at home. However, I like Rhode Island. I think they can limit the three ball. We've seen it so far in their 9 games. They are undefeated. This is their first real test on the road. All right? Free throw shooting. Rhode Island relies on the free throw for almost a quarter of their points, 23.6%. The 2-foul participation, which if you guys do not know, Jesus, 1K on Gentry to win pays back $11,000. The 2-foul participation is a stat not many people even know about or track, but it is a major advantage for a first-half wager. Rhode Island's percentage is 6.2% in the 2-foul participation, whereas Brown is 44.1%. So for everybody that's new and doesn't know what this stat is, stand up, raise your hand, flag me down, and I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you, okay? I'll tell you exactly what it is, what the 2-foul participation is, and why it's important. So, generally speaking, this is a coaching strategy. When a player gets 2 fouls in the first half, so let's discuss Brown because they're the one that has that high number. So Mike Martin, the head coach of the Brown Bears, right? His coaching strategy allows his players to play for when you pick up 2 fouls, generally speaking, you're on the bench in the first half. You pick up that second foul, you're on the bench. So we'll use Keno Lilly, for example, right? The 6-foot senior for Brown. When he picks up his second foul in the first half, generally speaking, certain teams like Rhode Island, you're going to go nearly straight to the bench, and you're going to sit out the rest of the first half. They're not going to risk you getting in foul trouble. However, certain coaches, some don't have an option because of player personnel or how deep their bench may not be, or just their coaching strategy, they allow you to play. Mike Martin, the head coach for the Brown Bears, is one of those coaches. He allows his players to play for 44.1% of the available playing time remaining in the first half for that stat. So, we're using Keno Lilly, the senior for Brown, for example. Let's just say at the 10-minute mark, Lilly picks up his second foul. There's 10 minutes remaining. He's going to get 44% of those remaining 10 minutes to play. That is a stat that we track, and it is very, very, very helpful, especially when it comes to making a first-half wager. Why? Because if a player picks up 2 fouls early in the first half and they're still on the court for a large amount of minutes, they're very susceptible to not wanting to pick up that third foul. 5 and they're done. They don't want 3 in the first half. Because if they pick up 3 in the first half, chances are they're going to miss the first 5 to 8 minutes of the second half. So, what does that mean on offense? They're less likely to drive. They're less likely to risk a charge or any offensive foul on defense. If it's one of the big men down low, he's less likely to go for a block. They're less likely to go for a steal because they do not want to risk picking up that third foul. It allows totals to go over in the first half, which obviously inflates and gets us more points towards the overall total. The first half total on this one is 71.5. Rhode Island's money line in the first half is minus 172. Rhode Island started off slow against Providence. They only had 132 points scored in that game. Providence kept them down to 28 in the first half. When you look at any of their other games, take, for example, the last time they played an Ivy League school, which was just not long ago against Yale, they scored 34 in the first half. Yale put up 35. It was still less than the 71.5. While I don't like the first half total this week or in this game, I'm using this just for a prime example of exactly what the 2-foul participation is. So major advantage for Rhode Island with that 2-foul participation. Height advantage, nearly 2 full inches for Rhode Island. Experience level, an extra half a year on average per player for Rhode Island. They've got the player personnel. The bench is deeper for Rhode Island. They go for over a third of their total minutes, barely over a third, 33.5%. But of their total minutes are played or by players off the bench, whereas 26.9% are from Brown. Brown's bench is just not that deep. They're susceptible to fouls. They turn the ball over a little bit more. And Brown's defense is nearly last in the league in many stats and many categories. Whereas Rhode Island, their defense is in the top 100 in all of Division I schools. They're ranked 94th in our system. They're also holding teams to 42.9% shooting overall from the field. The 11th best on defense in that stat in the country. They're 51st at holding teams to 45.8% shooting of all 2-point plays. And again, the 4th best team at limiting 3-point shots. Rhode Island laying 3.5 on the road. Do I think they blow them out? No. But I think this is a very close to a double-digit game. I am betting this game. I'm betting $413 to win $350. I literally just bet it right now, screenshotting it and putting it up on the website, on the screen for you guys. And that is Rhode Island laying 3.5. Rhode Island laying 3.5 is what I just bet. Not a huge wager. As you guys know, I've got 2K on all my personal plays today. But I think this one is definitely worthy of a look. $413 to win $350 profit for a total cash out of $763. And that is on Rhode Island to beat up Brown today. All right. Now we have another one. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Incarnate Ward against Duke. Old Duke is at it today, right? And they're laying a big number. And this is another, by the way, that Rhode Island game starts in 6 minutes. This Duke game also starts in 6 minutes. So rather than spend 10 minutes on it, let's get that timer going. The timer is started, and the time is ticking. The time is ticking. And for everybody that's new here, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate it when you do. We are going to be doing a giveaway, so nobody go anywhere. Jesus donated. He zelled me $50. A soccer game of the year for tomorrow is going to be given away in the live chat. I already know what number he wants. And one lucky person in here is going to win it. All right, let me pop up the live odds for the Duke game. There we go. Incarnate Ward against Duke. Duke laying 33.5. Duke is laying the big number today, and that total is rising. That total was 140.5. It is now 143.5. When I was at the golf course just a couple hours ago, it was down 3 points. That total is rising. That total is rising, and it is rising quick. All right. Duke's defense. Let's talk about Duke's defense. Believe it or not, Duke's numbers on defense, and they're 7-2 on the year. Their defense with adjusted efficiencies is ranked first in the country. Their offense, 12th. Incarnate Ward, they're 5-4 with wins over Southwestern, Prairie View, A&M, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Western Illinois, and most recently East Texas A&M. They've lost to Cal Baptist, who beat them by 5. NAU here in Arizona beat them by 1. They were on the road here in Arizona. They got beat. They got beat by South Alabama by 21. South Alabama beat this team by 21 when they were on the road. They also lost to Northwestern State, and here they are. Here they are at the Cameron Indoor Stadium there in North Carolina. And you guys know Duke is no joke at home. Duke is no joke at home. Their only 2 losses on the year are neutral site losses to both Kentucky by 5 and Kansas by 3, with wins over Maine, Army, Wofford. They beat Arizona on the road here in Arizona. They beat Seattle, Auburn, and most recently, Louisville by 11 on the road to start out conference play 1-0 for the ACC team of Duke. Now, home court advantage, 3.2. This is only the 110th toughest place to play, but for the Incourt Wood team, players, it is definitely going to be an intimidating place to play. It's not very large. Packs in 9,314 screaming Duke fans. But when you start looking at the numbers, Incourt Wood, they shoot great. They shoot great, except on the free throw line. Overall from the field, they shoot 56.1% compared to Duke's 55.1%. But it's going to be the defense of Duke that holds this team to a low shooting percentage. Assuming Duke decides to play defense and not just storm down the court. All right, they're holding teams to 43% shooting from the field overall. They're turning the ball over, creating turnovers on defense at a rate of 20.6% of every possession is ending in a turnover. Whereas Incourt Wood turns it over at 16.9% anyways. 3-point shooting. Incourt Wood. Ward. I gotta keep saying Ward. They're the 8th best 3-point shooting team in the country at 41.1%. Duke, a modest 35.4%, which has them 96th. All right. However, ICU's defense cannot stop a 3. They're giving up almost 40% from out deep. Duke's hitting 57% of all their 2-point plays and knocking down 72.6% from the charity stripe. ICU hitting 41.1% from the 3-point range, but it's going to be that Duke defense that's holding teams to less than 30%. All right? Free throw shooting for ICU, 68.2%. 2-foul participation, 21% for ICU, which definitely gives Duke an advantage, but not very much. Duke doesn't really participate at just 10.7%. Height advantage, 2.5 full inches. Both go to the bench for almost 25% to 30%. As far as this game goes, I mean, Duke laying 33.5, they should blow them out. This is like where Duke played Army and beat them by almost by 50. This is what should happen. But I'm not laying 33.5 points on Duke today. Even though I think Duke should absolutely blow them out like they did Army. Lamore, what's going on, man? I like the over in the Duke game. Even though it's at 143.5, I still like the over. All right? I still like the over. I think it definitely has value. Maybe you want to tease it down a little. All right? Maybe you want to tease it down a little. If you're able to, bet teasers. But I think the Duke game goes over 143.5. I was going to bet it fairly decent earlier in the day when it was 140.5, but it's up 3 points. So I definitely think it is worth a worthy look. But for instance, on FanDuel, you can tease it all the way down to 134.5. I think it definitely goes over. That's for sure. So Duke over is definitely worth a gander. Keep an eye on it because I think it's worth it. Oh, just skimming through the chat. All right. And by the way, Rhode Island put up 84 points. Remember that on the Rhode Island bet right there. They put up 84 against Yale. Duke has been just a scoring machine. Duke scored 96, 100, 72 in their loss to Kentucky, 86, 69 against Arizona, 72 in their loss to Kansas, 70 against Seattle, 84 against Auburn, and 76 against Louisville, but they let Louisville score 65. So I can completely see this game being a 96 to 60, 96 55, 90 55. I see this game going over. I see this game going over. And that's why I bet it. Renault says, I like ICU plus the points and the over. I like the over. I see Duke smashing them. I'm just not going to lay 33.5. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, the two that go off right now that we got those out of the way, we can take a look at Providence and DePaul, because I think this is going to be a fun game. I don't know if I'm going to have $1 on it, but we're going to find out. We're going to break it down here together. But who wants a giveaway? How many do we have in here? How many thumbs? The better question is, how many thumbs ups do you guys have? How about a game of the year for soccer package giveaway? You guys are lacking. You guys got 22. Not happening. Sorry. You guys got to get at least to 30 if you guys want me to give away Jesus' game of the year. I'll just sell him back to 50. Say, nope, chat don't deserve it. Hit that thumbs up button. What is this? Man, he hit 2 thumbs up, right? Isn't that bad that we're only at 22? And you hit it twice? Yet we're just dropping knowledge in here? We're just dropping knowledge in here. All right, I got to check this. Oh, it's, that crypto's got such... It actually sky high. Wow! It went high, and one person sold a giant chunk, and it drops it like a rock. It was all the way up. I had it up to like $6,000. It's now sitting at $4,100. I bought this shit last night at 1 o'clock in the morning for $1,000, and it's all the way up to $4,100. And it literally, the last 7 minutes ago, it was over 6. It's so volatile. Just needed to get to 3 pennies. And I'm taking a vacation. If it gets to 3 cents, see you guys in Hawaii. Mauricio says, all right, so yeah, get it to 40. I changed my mind. I'm a dickhead today. It's now 40. You want that game of the year, you got to get it to 40. Thanks, Mauricio. You're the best, brother. You're the best. XRP is tanking. I sold my XRP right before it fucking dropped. Thomas says Guaranteed Sunday was such a winner, it's still in my account. Right? It'll go away today. Today's Tuesday, right? Pranti, I have 69 million. Sorry, I don't want to shortchange myself. I have 69.5 million. What you get if you have paid for soccer? I don't know. This is a Jesus giveaway, not me. So don't win. So don't win. This is Jesus zelled me $50 and wanted to give back to the chat. Bora Bora, right? And XRP is, it was down to $1.90 today. It definitely fucking tanked and came back up. It's at what, 238 now? I sold mine at 262. But I also got in at 70 cents when I just bought up mine. Prantia, I don't know what it gets me, but I know it's 695,000 for every penny. Mauricio, yes, I definitely will. It'd be a little over 2 million. Yeah, I'll see you in Bora Bora. See you in Bora Bora. Goodbye, guys. By the way, so this crypto that I did, there was another one, same scenario for that, healthcare shooter, and I don't want to say names, so I don't want YouTube to ding us or nothing. But it's been out for a week. On day 3, it shot up to 6 cents. And it stayed above a penny for multiple days. And I believe it's still there, too. I'd have to go and look. But I actually tried buying more of it right before we went live. And it kept timing me out. Because you got to swap it over with Solano or something. And I literally tried doubling my stake to 130 million. And which would have been great because my 2,000 would have been worth 8,000. Because look, I mean, it's at 4,300 now, and it's just so volatile. Like, one person sells it and it see, it's going back up now. To the moon. Live show from an over the water bungalow. Yes, New Year's I'll be over the water bungalow. I don't know what the weather in fucking Bora Bora is on January 1st, but if this shit goes to 3 cents, I'll be live. Do they have internet? I'll buy Starlink. I will buy a Starlink and we'll go live from the over the water bungalow in Bora Bora. Tom. Manny says, I bought a GMC Denali this year with the plays and paid cash for it. See, I love seeing that, man. I love seeing when you guys hammer games and win big. I love it. Because, I mean, let's be honest. We work fucking hard. All of us. All of us. Straight grinding. Straight grinding on a daily basis. Day in and day out. And by the way, when was this? Hold on. Oh, this is at 5 in the morning. It got up to 3 zeros and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So almost double from where it's at now. It got at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, system plays? Yeah. If you play system plays correctly. If you play system plays correctly and you play them from the start, and as you win 10 and you bump up your bets, win 10 or 15, bump them up, like Manuel did, you just make an absolute boatload of money. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So, this is funny. So you can look on here for this crypto that I bought. Which one did I click on? Hold on. Let me see. 33F. So my account, I'm the 3rd largest holder of this token. Talk about a pump, right? I am the 3rd largest holder of this token with 6.94%. 2 people bought 25% of it. So 2 people, and I don't like that. 2 people have half of it. That I don't like. But they've been buying today because the largest, when I went to bed last night, the largest person had 10%. I didn't even know how to check it. Mr. Grover, you didn't get an email about what? Mauricio says, I only see members here. Is it a members only video? No, Manuel's other account was here. Richard was here. Look at this fucking ding-dong. Dat Money says, can't take you seriously when all your free picks are dog shit, boy, lame-ass fucking picks. First of all, you dumb fuck. I don't know where you're saying free picks are losers because that was a winner, you fucking incapable to fucking understand moron. And yep, that one was a winner too. And I get it. You probably bet fucking $2 on games. So fucking, just open your mouth and, we'll put it right in for you. All right? We'll put it right in for you.
Loser!
How about that one? Dat Money. I'm a bitch handing out L's. Huh. Weird. Haters hate. I ain't even banning them. We're just going to go.
Loser!
Hey, loser! Yeah. Haters hate, yet your ass is here. Your ass is here. Your ass is here. What's up, Chris? Long time no see, brother. Your ass is here on my live show. How fucking cool is that? On your way out the door, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs down button for me. Yeah, sure. That's how you know when somebody just rolls in as a hater and they've never paid any attention to us because they make these asinine comments like this fucking guy. Like this guy. Damn. Can you guys even see his comments? Because I can, but all YouTube is doing is flagging them. That's the funny thing. How do I approve them? How do I approve it? Oh, YouTube is flagging all his comments. It says, Dat Money, I'm here to tell you that you a bitch along with your 25 other Fruitcake members keep handing out L's. What's up, Fred? It says that I'm a rat snitch. Nah. How do I approve his messages? I like these guys.
Loser!
I sincerely like these guys. That's how you know you're doing good in life, when guys like this moron come in. I think his profanity is getting flagged. Here, hold on. Channel activity. Look at this guy's commented so many times. You know what I love, though? It's called the user interactions. He doesn't realize he's helping us, right? He doesn't realize he's helping us. Hold on, look at this. I just screenshotted it. Yeah, YouTube's flagging him. Create new. We'll put him under FAG. Here you guys go. Look, YouTube's flagging them. There you go. Read your heart out while we pop up another game. Oh yeah, hold on. We're gonna take a quick, just a little break.
Warning. This is not intended for one hater.
Forget we have this in the
in the.
He says keep snitching. What am I snitching on? Tough guy. Average card collector says us Fruitcake members are sending stacks of cash to our banks. Manuel, yeah, he does.
I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing harder you shine. You know them haters.
Ronald says Dat Money is broke. Should we give him a free membership? Dat Money, go sign up on our website. I'll give you a free package. How about that one? I'll give your broke ass a free package and win you some money today. And then tomorrow, you can come back, get down on your knees, open wide, and let us make a deposit. How about that one? Oh yeah, you're gonna slap me with the racks of money you don't have? Come on now. Fucking love it. Yeah.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Money was rolling, Mr. Rover, on Sunday. And yesterday, too. You'll give me an apology. You go sign up on our website, cappersdirect.com. Pick out a package. Don't put in a credit card. When you come back, let me know what your username is.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
I'll give you a free package. Manuel says make an account. We will get you taken care of. Rhode Island up 20-14. This is the winner's chat. Channel S has got it right. Haters make us famous. Sometimes I forget we have that. It's been a long time since we've had a troll in here. It's kind of it's good to have a troll. Shows you that you're doing good in life. Shows you that you're doing good in life when ding-dongs like this guy show up to the chat. Sign up, put in all your correct information. Xavier, we're going to give away a soccer game of the year, and you might just win it today with good mojo like that. And just as a friendly reminder, it's spinning. Randall, yeah, he didn't see the game of the year for the NFL or the Sunday NFL guaranteed play. You know. Or the ASU moneyline bet, you know, on Saturday, or this one yesterday, or that one. We're all dropping the hammer here. Says, Dat Money, come to the family. We had people do that before. Now they are part of the green. Come home, brother. We will welcome you. Hold on. And Dat Money, even baby Jesus loves you. Okay? And if God will forgive you for your sins, so will we. You are welcome amongst us in our group. Look at that. We got you. We got you, Dat Money. We got you. We got you covered. Average card collector says, Kyle makes haters customers. That we do. Legit do. Where's my brother Reginald? We haven't seen him in a while. Absolutely love that man. Was one of our biggest haters for so long. Clint says, love how you guys handle hate in this chat. Well, first of all, we beat him up. And then we wrap our arm around him, console him, and welcome him back. After we let them know that they ain't the boss and they ain't shit. And then we welcome and we build them up into our big, faithful Cap Nation family. I love it. I mean, after all, it's us against the books, right? The haters hate. Haters hate. Clint says it's really refreshing to see a positive chat in this type of business. That's one thing. We may not have the biggest following. And I don't think, what do we have? Like 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. And on TikTok, we've got like 46 or 47,000, right? We may not have the biggest following. And hell, I turned off the streams on TikTok just because I like it here. The knowledge in our chat, our group, and what we do here is way different than... And I'm guilty of not going out and watching other people's videos or their chat. I just don't have the time, right? But when I have, and talking to you guys and hearing the difference between somebody else's chat and our chat, way different. Way different. I mean, I have paying customers in here. Prime example, Jesus today. I'll read you the messages. He Zelled me $50 to pay for a soccer game of the year for one of you guys. That's not the company giving it away. And he even asked, like, hey, is the company okay that we do this? By all means. I got a random text, sent you something via Zelle. Give a soccer game of the year away. And then he goes, I'm not going to read you this message, because he's been debating giving away a $250 college football bowl package. You're not going to find this in anybody else's sports betting chat, ever. Nor are you going to see people actually betting games for real money. It just doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. Because there's a lot of fakes. A lot of fakes and a lot of flakes. And this is honestly, every time I buy a package at Campus Direct, I win money. Raymond says, Kyle, you don't got to explain anything. Your work speaks for itself. I appreciate it. Randall Kane says, how about Dat Money show us his winning tickets, right? I just checked. No new account signed up yet. No new account signed up yet. Kind of disappointed. It's generally when they disappear, though. It's generally when they disappear. I concur with what Ronald just said. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program. We'll get rid of that for now. And by the way, I did not block him at all. I try not to block anybody. I mean, he does have 8 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Of him streaming NCAA 25 and getting his ass kicked, but, you know. Ronaldo says, I hope he comes back through. Evidently, he needs help winning. We're here. We are here. And we're proud. We do have the best chat when it comes far as knowledge and friendliness. But you come at me, I'll come right back at you. Then we'll wrap our arm around you and make you feel better. LaShawn says, win or lose, I be here having fun. Majority of the time we win. All right. So I believe we were going to talk about DePaul and Providence, before we got interrupted. So we'll take a gander at that one. By the way, Duke off to a very slow start in this game. Hopefully they pick that shit up. Let's pop up this Providence and DePaul game. Providence is a 1.5 point dog on the road. DePaul laying 1.5, minus 122 on the money line with a total over and under 137.5. Appreciate it, LaShawn. No new account sign up yet. Maybe it will happen. Probably not, though. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. Taking a look at both these teams. Obviously, they will be playing. They're in Chicago. Chris Holtman's Blue Demons at home sitting 7-1. Coming off their only loss of the year, which was a non-conference game against Texas Tech. They just lost 76-62. They've got wins over Southern Indiana, which went to overtime, believe it or not, and they won by 2 at home. And they've got one road game. That's it, and they lost it. And they're back for a 2-game home stretch against Providence, and they'll get Wichita State on Saturday. But DePaul at home wins over Southern Indiana, Prairie View A&M, Mercer, Duquesne, Eastern Illinois, Northern Illinois, and Valparaiso. Guys, remember when we were making all that money on Valpo? Look at Providence. Providence sitting 6-4. And their losses are against quality teams with the exception of their 6-point road loss to Rhode Island. Their losses are to Oklahoma, Davidson, Indiana, and then obviously their last game against Rhode Island. They're wrapping up a 2-game road streak. They lost their only true road game, and they've lost all 3 neutral site games. So Providence away from home. Kim English, when his team is away and not at home, they're 0-4. At home, Central Connecticut, wins Stonehill, Hampton, Green Bay, Delaware State, and BYU. Here you go, head scratcher. Head scratcher. When you look at DePaul and what they're capable to do, Chris Holt, and I like Chris Holtman as a coach. Home court advantage, 2.8, 203rd toughest place to play. Holds a little over 10,380 fans. Not a major home court advantage, but they're going to get something. JD says, wow, somebody on Duke got paid because ICU is straight trash, right? They'll pick it up. I think they'll pick it up. I don't have that game on. I've been not paying attention to it, but they'll ooh, getting a bowl of seafood gumbo. Now you're making me hungry. Now you're making me hungry. Let's see, any signups? Not yet. No sign up on the website yet. Kind of disappointed. All right, so comparing Providence and DePaul, and then we'll send you on your merry ways. See if we can help you guys out on this game. Take a look at Providence. 52.1% shooting from the field compared to the 59.8% of DePaul. DePaul shooting from the field is the fourth best stat in the entire country. Their offense may be ranked 92nd with adjusted efficiencies, which goes over opponent's strength of schedule, their strength of schedule, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they are a very efficient team shooting not only from three-point range, but all their two-point plays. They're converting 59.9% of all their two-point shots. That is the 12th best stat in the country. They're the 17th best three-point shooting team in the country at 39.8%. Whereas Providence is shooting 34.2% from out deep and converting just 52.9% of all their two-point plays. Both of these teams, by the way, and I mean both of these teams, struggle from the charity stripe. DePaul hitting just 68.8% from the charity stripe, and believe it or not, Providence is even worse than that at 66%. Is there a height advantage? Nope. Pretty much the same. 2 foul participation, disadvantage Providence as they're in it for 31% of the time. ACC, Duke is, I actually just turned it on. Duke is 2 of 10. I like the Magic being up. I like that one. William says, Kyle and his name is not Jimmy. How do we know it's not Jimmy's fake account? How do we know, Brother William? Patrick, they're the Lord's team. That's the only, it's all right. We got Jesus Loves You on our side today. 2 foul participation for Providence. They're in it for 31.2%, which is a high number. Both go to the bench for over 30% of the total minutes played by bench personnel. 37.7 for DePaul. The DePaul bench is definitely deeper. They're not just relying on Jacob Meyer and Isaiah Riviera and Connor Enright, Skogman, Amik D'Amico. They're definitely going to go deeper. Whereas, you're going to find the same thing for Providence. As far as defense goes, both defenses very comparable numbers. DePaul's is going to have a slight edge. The fact that Providence can't win on the road, they haven't won on the road. They have not won a game this year away from the Amica Mutual Pavilion. Haven't won one. I don't like them on the road. They're coming off a 6-point road loss to Rhode Island. DePaul has a 14-point loss on the road against Texas Tech, and they're 7-0 at home. They beat Valpo, Northern Illinois, Eastern Illinois, Duquesne, Mercer, Prairie View, and Southern Indiana, as I was talking about. Providence has the ability to have a good game. That's what scares me in this one. They had that great outing against BYU, and they didn't just have a great outing. They beat BYU by 19, but keep in mind it was at home. And Providence has shown, Kim English and his team have shown they can't win this year on the road. Not yet anyways. Let's hope today is not going to be the time where they decide to fucking win on the road. As far as this game goes, I get it, and I have it very close. I have it going back and forth on this one. And I can plead a case on why Providence should be able to stat-wise, but I think DePaul should be able to hang. DePaul laying -1.5, -110. I'd rather lay 10 cents more and take them on the money line. I'd rather take $1.20 on DePaul and take it on the money line. I did not get that text from the bank, or that phone call from the bank like they said they were going to. But again, I do like DePaul in this one. I like him on the money line. That total is sitting at 137.5. I think it's priced right. I think the total is priced right at 137.5. I can plead it. I can see it going 2.5 points on either direction. Final score prediction for me: 72-ish, 66-ish, 72-66 DePaul at home, which puts you right at the total. And so I don't like the total. Total's a stay away for me. Total is a total stay away for me. As you guys know, if you watch the daily free play video, we put out that one, and that total rose. That total jumped up pretty good. And Magic up by 11 now. But as far as that game goes, as far as the side goes between Dallas and OKC, I stayed away from it. I got the over. I still liked it at 231. It's still sitting. It came back down a point. It's at 230. I like it. I'm not opposed to. I mean, I gave it out at 231, but I bet it at 228.5. So I still like it. I know a lot of people. I don't know them personally, but I've seen them come in. I've seen some reports on some big bets coming in. By the way, Rhode Island up by 5 with 4:17 to go in the first. Duke rolling. They're up 8. Sitting 2 of 10 from 3-point range. Of course, I got it on this screen, one that's covering it up. Where's Dat Money at? No sign up yet. All right, so who's ready for a giveaway? Four more thumbs up, and I'm giving away a soccer game of the year, courtesy of Jesus. So hit that thumbs up button. You guys let me know when that number says 40. 40, and we're giving it away right here live on the chat. He already picked the number. I already know what it is. 4:30 to go in the first, and we're at 36 points. I don't like that. Duke needs to go on a big tear. Down low, driving it. There we go. Duke up 10. Duke rolling. 38. There we go. Hit the like button. Heck no. Patrick, he went to church to repent. Probably needs to after those comments, right? I was pretty bad at it too, you know. So I'm definitely going to repent on mine. But, you know, we wrap our arm around him and invite him back. And hopefully he does. Hopefully he takes me up on my offer. But as of right now, no. As of right now, he has not. By the way, that shit coin that I bought is still hanging. It's still hanging tough. I bought $1,000 worth. It's up to $4 in the middle of the night last night. Crazy to think that I am the third largest stakeholder in it, and I bought $1,000 worth. And it sucks because I tried to double that right before we went live, and it wasn't letting me send any Solano from my Atomic wallet to Phantom wallet because I wanted to convert it and buy it. I wanted to double my stake. Danny, what's going on, man? Mauricio, not everybody's hit it. Fucking Max goes to the Yankees. So disappointing. So disappointing to see him go to the Yanks. Ay, ay, ay. Uh-oh, somebody sold. Somebody sold the coin. Talk about a pump and dump. Buy it right now. It goes up to 6. Sell it. You know what's weird, though? The largest stakeholders are buying right now. Somebody sold, because there was somebody sold 6%. Somebody sold a shit ton. Somebody sold a shit ton. All right. Well, let's do the giveaway. So here's the rules. Jesus was nice enough to gift a $50 package for tomorrow's soccer game of the year. All right, Manuel, I'll fucking hit it. Fine. There. I'm in. I'm in. I hit it. Manuel, before we started the live show, it was at 1,000. It actually was up to $6,000 in the middle of the night, and then $3,000 when I woke up, and then $2,000, and I kept watching it drop all the way down while I golfed. It was at 1,000. I got out of my massage, and it was at 2,000, then back to 1,000, and then it's been up to 6,000, and back down to where it's at now. It's crazy. It's just some shit coin that is just... See, look at this. In 1 minute, it went from 4,400 to 2,800 in 1 minute. That's my value in it. In 1 minute, or in just a couple of minutes. So volatile. All right, so here's the rules. You're going to be guessing 0 to 100 when you hear the music. Anybody that guesses before the music will be timed out and will not get to participate. And remember, it doesn't matter what shows up on your screen. It only matters what shows up on my screen, because you guys are delayed and I'm not. So when you hear the music, you're able to guess. And this is for the soccer game of the year, courtesy of Jesus. Yeah, you can cash out and buy back in. Absolutely. You can buy and sell all day long. I would imagine if I sold my almost 7% stake, it would probably tank it. Which, I want that shit to get to... Which, yeah, you could have flipped it probably 3 or 4 times today. I want that shit to get to 3 cents, so that way we're in Bora Bora for fucking New Year's. But when you hear the music, you can guess. First one on my screen wins Soccer Game of the Year, courtesy of Jesus, who sent me $50 to give it away. Not the easiest. You definitely can swap it and do all that, but yeah. Hate to rain on the parade, but there is a winner. There is a winner. It was done pretty quickly. It was done very quickly. Text message from Jesus. You guys can see it. It says, give out the number 7. Jesus picked the number. Jesus picked the number. I just run the contest. Y'all can see that top number there. Manuel, congratulations. Congratulations, Manuel. You are the lucky winner. The very first guess. I thought it was rigged for a second, but no need to thank me. Thank Jesus tomorrow on the live show. Or Thursday. Thursday on the live show. 7's your lucky number. I like it. Round of applause and a huge thank you to Jesus. I'm delivering a pretty damn cool package. Rhode Island up by 6 at the half, 39-33. Look at all those foul trouble Brown is in early. Lewis has got 2 fouls. Risby Jefferson's got 3. Errold's got 2. Ooh. Foul trouble early. Brown for Rhode Island picked up 2. That's it. Rhode Island laying 4.5 live. I like it. I like it. Duke is very low scoring in the first half. They are playing like dog shit. What was it, 26-21? After that alley-oop? Big alley-oop there. They got to be, what, 2 of 20 from the fucking... They're 2 of 13 from three-point range. That is very un-Dukely right there. That is a very un-Duke stat. They're just they're shooting 32%, which explains their score. Overall they're shooting 32%. They're playing very un-Dukely. I mean, it ain't the ICU defense that's holding Duke to 15% shooting from out deep. Brown will be a winner with that name. You might be a winner, Mr. Brown, but Brown today is not winning. Rhode Island laying 3.5. All right, that is what I have for today. And by the way, Dat Money did not sign up. He ran out of here like a girl with his tail tucked between his legs. Don't you like it? You offer haters a free package and they're just gone. Gone with the wind. Hated that movie. Hated that movie. All right, one last thing that we said I was going to discuss was the Heisman race. And that I'm going to bet it. I'm not betting Travis Hunter, and I'm going to tell you why. And I might be just donating $1,000 to FanDuel. And the Heisman is not on FanDuel anymore, so they might have taken it off. And if that's the case, then I fucked myself. I'll have to find it somewhere. Hopefully DraftKings still has it. Does anybody have a Heisman? Okay, FanDuel has it. Or not FanDuel, DraftKings has it. Which means FanDuel will probably come back. And I see the number dropped on Ashton Gentry for Boise State. It'll probably come back on FanDuel, I would imagine, at some point. Bowl games, playoffs, playoff parlay options, national championship, FCS futures. So, let's discuss this real quick. Travis Hunter. On DraftKings, he's minus 2,000. Mauricio, I will say that too. FanDuel, this afternoon, he was minus 4,000 on FanDuel. Ashton Gentry was plus 1,100. On DraftKings right now, he's plus 800. I personally think it's between these two and these two only. They invited Cam Ward at plus 50,000 and Dylan Gabriel at plus 35,000 just because they need to have more than two guys there. But why I think Ashton Gentry is going to win the Heisman. So there has been a couple, and more like a handful, of the industry guys that actually have Heisman votes, that get to vote on the Heisman, that have publicly came out and said what a lot of people don't want to discuss. And that is that if you took Travis Hunter from Colorado and you flopped him, teams with Ashton Gentry, and you put Gentry on Colorado, they said that Gentry would take Colorado to the playoffs. Hunter did not take Colorado to the playoffs on either side of the field. And I'm not saying this as a Colorado hater or Deion hater or anything like that. I'm using actual real logic when it comes to this from what I think I've seen 6 or 7 actual physical voters. They didn't say who they're voting for. They just pled the case on why Gentry should be the Heisman winner. But if you put Gentry on Colorado, he would have taken him to the playoffs. But Travis Hunter is a good player, a good two-way player. But he's not great at any of those positions. And that he's not a player that will lead a team to the playoffs by himself like Gentry did for Boise State. That if you put Gentry on nearly any team, he'd be able to take them very far. Hunter might be a lock. Maybe he is. But I've bet worse on other things. And put who on defense? Gentry? It's not about putting Gentry on defense. Travis Hunter didn't take Colorado to the playoffs on offense or defense. Was he great for Colorado? Absolutely. Is he a good player? Yes. Is he probably going to go number 1 in the draft? Most likely. But, and this is not my opinion, I'm just telling you what I've read from at least 6 people that actually have a vote. I don't have a vote. I don't have a dog in the fight. And to be honest, I don't fucking care who wins unless I'm betting it, which I'm going to. I'm going to put $1,000 at some point on Gentry, and I'm hoping FanDuel comes back at plus 1,100. And there has been more of the actual voters that have been coming out and putting out their opinions. And it's not for Hunter. So when I see that, it makes me want to bet the plus 1100. Or on DraftKings, the plus 800. Somebody said Fanatic still has it. I don't know what the lines are. I don't have an account there. Patrick says Hunter's only a lock because of Dion. Not fair. I agree, Kyle. Gentry should win. I personally think Gentry wins based on the way people that have wanted to be outspoken that actually have a vote in it. I don't have a fucking vote in it. None of us here have a vote in it. I think if you're going to bet the Heisman, you're not going to go bet minus 2,000 at DraftKings, or earlier today it was minus 4,000 for Travis Hunter. I'm not going to fucking bet minus 4,000, but I'm going to bet 1,000 on Gentry to win. You're damn right I am. And if you use logic, if you were to put Gentry on Colorado, they go to the playoffs. That's the logic that people that actually have a say and have a vote have said. I like that opinion. I like that thinking from people that actually have a vote. You don't have a vote, and I don't have a vote. But he is definitely the favorite to win, and obviously for good reasons. He's solid on offense. He's solid on defense. Special team packages, Renaud said. But that's not the only things that the actual voters are looking at. So JJ, how do you go if you don't have 100 playing defense? There's other players that stepped up and played great defense, right? But if he's so good, why didn't you guys beat Kansas? If he's so great on defense, why didn't you stop Kansas? You didn't. They didn't. And you look at him. He's good, but he's not great at anything. He's good, though. He is a good two-way player. 2.5-way player, if you want to call him, for the special teams package, right? But somehow, lo and behold, Boise State is going because of Gentry. Plain and simple. If you take Gentry off of Boise State, they don't go to the playoffs. Maybe if they had Scattaboo, but if you take Gentry off, they don't go to the playoffs. Plain and simple. So again, what's the excuse for Colorado? Why aren't they in the playoffs? Did they get fucked? No. They didn't beat Kansas. He is a good athlete. 100%. He is a good athlete. But then you have this running back who's going to, most likely break Barry Sanders' all-time rushing yards in a single season. Granted, it's not as many games, and it's in more games. But he's most likely going to set a new record in college football for the most rush yards in a season. He took his team to a conference championship. Something Colorado didn't even have a chance to play for. Hunter didn't even take him to the conference championship. He did not. And he had more than another, one player on offense. He has also got a solid quarterback, too. Not only did Gentry take his team to the conference championship, they won it. And now they're in the playoffs. So I think voters, which I've seen at least 6 as of yesterday, and I've seen more, and I saved them so I can go back and look, but I've seen more coming out. I just didn't have time before the live show, but coming out and saying the same stuff. It's not, my opinion doesn't fucking matter. JJ, your opinion doesn't matter. Nobody's opinion matters other than the people voting. And the very few that I've read, this is their opinion. This is their opinion. Jerry Jones, you are damn right. He is the only two-way player, a good two-way player at that, in a very long time. 100%. But just because you're a good two-way player doesn't mean I think they're going to hand you the Heisman. I don't think it's a lock. Gentry had 209 rushing yards and 1 touchdown to win his team a conference championship and get him in the playoffs. Solid effort. Solid effort. $29 touchdowns. Actually, 30 if you count as 1 reception. He might win by 1,000 votes. He might. But I'm just telling you what I'm betting based on what I've read. Average Card Collector says, I don't think Hunter has the numbers. Good player, though. 100% agree. 100% agree with you. He is a good player. Definitely a good player. No doubt about it. $14 receiving touchdowns on the year. Not bad. Not bad. I think that game against Utah may hurt him, though. 5 receptions for 55 yards, no touchdowns. Or against Arizona, he had just, 2 for 17? Kansas State, he had 3 for 26. UCF, he was held to 9 for 89. So, I just like making money. I ain't saying he's a bad player. If he's a great player, your team would be in the playoffs. And I get it, you're biased because you're a Colorado fan. Completely get it. And you think I'm a Colorado hater, that's why I'm speaking against him. I'm not. I'm actually just telling you guys what I'm going to bet, because if you want to fucking bet it, great. If you don't, fuck off. I mean, not fuck off, but don't fucking bet it. I'm going to bet it because I think there's value in a plus 1,100 when I'm literally watching people that actually have a vote put out their opinion. And this isn't even my opinion. I'm giving you guys what people that actually have a vote's opinion. So I get it. You're biased. You think he's a great player. If he was a great player, your team would be in the playoffs. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I will say this. Russell Wilson is a great player long before I would ever say Travis Hunter is a great player at any position. He was actually minus 25,000 before the conference championship game. Just so you know, he was minus 25,000 to win before the conference championship game. Just saying. But again, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not even telling you my opinion. I'm telling you what I'm reading and what I'm betting. And I've bet more on wasted bets than this, so it ain't anything. Well, JJ, I hate to break it to you, but people with a vote, an actual vote, actual players have said he's not great at either position. He's good. Really good. Just not great. Mauricio, schedule. Soccer game of the year tomorrow. Thursday, my game of the week. Friday, there's an FC game of the month, I'm told. I'm not sure, though. I was told there is. Saturday, guaranteed Saturday. Saturday, also soccer game of the week. Saturday, UFC. Sunday NFL guaranteed play. There is an NHL guaranteed game. I don't know what day it is. I haven't seen them, and neither has Jay. Fucking could be tomorrow for all I know. But I don't know what day their game is. But when I know, I will tell you guys and let you guys know as well. So I'm going to see if I can find out before I film the daily free play video for tomorrow. But yes, soccer game of the year is tomorrow. Well, JJ, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm glad you think he is a great player. Make sure you vote for him with your Heisman candidate vote. Oh, you didn't get one. Neither did I. I didn't get a vote either. Gentry didn't play anybody? Gentry put up 192 yards and 3 touchdowns on the number 1 team in the country. Gentry didn't play nobody? He had 25 carries for 192 yards. He averaged 7.7 yards per carry. And he had 3 rushing touchdowns against Oregon, the number 1 team in the country. And it was on the road in Eugene. So tell me again how Gentry hasn't played anybody. He had a 70-yard run against Oregon. I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying. He played Washington State, who beat Texas A&M. Just saying. He put up 259 yards on 26 carries and 4 touchdowns against Washington State, the same Washington State team that beat Texas A&M. I get it. Oregon's a joke. They beat Ohio State. They beat everybody. They beat Penn State. Prantia, he's got at least fucking 6 votes, right? All right. I've got to run. It's Tuesday. Uh-oh. The crypto. See, look at this. And it'll be back up to 4,000, hopefully. That shit's so volatile. It's crazy. Oh, did they beat Georgia? They haven't played Georgia yet. I thought it's not about did Oregon beat Georgia. You just said Gentry hasn't. You guys just said Gentry hasn't played anybody. I was just reading you the stats. But anyways, I get it. I get it. You're a Colorado fanboy, so it's all good. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. And you can say if he wins, I told you so he was gonna win. I don't fucking care. I care about value, and that's where my money is. That's where my money is. And keep in mind, he was minus 25,000 last week. Yeah, he's supposed to fucking win. Chad, I like Gentry based on just what I've read from people that actually have a vote. Not me, from people that actually have a vote. Who else are you going to bet? You're going to bet Travis Hunter minus all the juice? I'm a fanboy? Who am I a fanboy of? Who am I a fanboy of? That's a pretty wild accusation. But yet, you get so angry when I throw this up there. You get so, not angry, but you get hostile when I throw that one up there. Or that one. Chad should be the guy that didn't get paid to play. I agree. Jerry Jones, only 128 yards on his first game. Only 128. Nah, you do. We ruffle your feathers when we talk about Colorado. It's all good. Yes, but one of those two-way players was great. The other one's good. One of those two-way players was great. The other is just good. Anyways, I got to go. I got dinner reservations. I got to go home and shower. We're going to the steakhouse because I said I couldn't go to the steakhouse last night because of church. So, got me a hot date, and we got to go to Bourbon and Bones. Patrick, thank you for saying that. Says that JJ Kyle is just playing value. That's how you win money. Thank you. That's all I'm doing is playing value. That's it. At the end of the day, it's value. There's zero value to go bet Travis Hunter. There's zero value to go bet Travis Hunter. Thank you, Patrick, for pointing that one out. Thank you, LaShawn. It's well deserved and overdue. This is for Sunday. Thanks, Mauricio. See you guys on Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. No live show tomorrow, but on Thursday, we'll be back live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, yeah, what is Rhode Island doing? Rhode Island up by 2. Rhode Island up by 2 with 15 to go. Thanks, Mauricio. All right, guys, I'm out. Enjoy your day. Had fun. Had fun debating the Heisman. Fight nice. I love it. Oh, I love debating. And again, all I'm debating is value. That's it. He's a good player. He's not a great player, in my opinion, or apparently in at least 6 Heisman voters' opinions.